Vengeance is one of the driving forces of the populism in contemporary democratic politics. A very large number of people in democratic societies vote for those leaders who can infuriate and frustrate the elites that they loathe, even if they derive no real benefit from it. A populist leader aggravates an injury, real or perceived, felt by many people, then vilifies those elites, also real or perceived, for being the cause of their pain. The frustration of the vilified elite feeds the popularity of the populist leader. It is a joy, a narcotic ecstasy that soothes their pain. In turn, many of the elites are ecstatic when they see a corrupt populist leader being brought to justice. Here also, the justice done has little value for fixing the injuries that enabled the populists to rise in the first place. There's no real tikkun in it. In Vayikra, Leviticus chapter 19, the Torah commands not to hold grudges and not to avenge. But in Tehillim, Psalm 58, revenge is celebrated. The righteous will rejoice when they see vengeance bathing the feet of the wicked in their blood. The psalm indicates that the benefit of vengeance is ecstatic joy at seeing the downfall of those you perceive as wicked. So the populist knows this truth. Although there's no tikkun in vengeance, there is a narcotic ecstasy in seeing the destruction of others who you hate. And that brings us to this week's Torah portion, Mattot, in Numbers, Bamidbar chapter 31, in which Moshe is commanded by God to take Israel's vengeance on the Midianites as his last action before his death. The Torah is picking up the story that stopped abruptly at the beginning of chapter 26 of the sexual seduction of the Israelite men by the daughters of Moab and Midian, leading to their worshiping a local deity, Baal Peor, and to the desecration of the Mishkan by an Israelite and the daughter of a Midianite. The story ends with the spearing of the couple by Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the high priest, assuaging God's anger and ending a plague that had broken out in the Israelite camp. Now, one thought the story ended there, but now it's back in chapter 31, and with a vengeance. Recall that Miriam and Aaron have already died in the desert, and Moshe has already been told that his fate, too, is to die without setting foot in the Holy Land. Yet to make his life's mission complete, he is told that he is to avenge the hurt caused by the Midianites. And he does that, but much more. He sends an army led by Pinchas, the youthful avenger, who kills the Midianite kings, including Bilam, who had actually blessed Israel in Numbers chapter 24. Now, why would Bilam be singled out? While the Midrash vilifies Bilam, it makes him the catalyst for the seduction and desecration described above. There's no indication of this at all in the plain text. Bilam follows God, praises Israel, and foretells its greatness. Moreover, when Pinchas' army returns after killing all the Midianite kings and their men and taking the women and children captive, Moshe is angry for leaving the grown women and male offspring alive. So they kill them, then divide up the loot, including the young girls. Now Moshe's mission is finally complete. He can die in peace. This shocking story disturbs the soul more than anything else I can think of in Torah. But looking carefully at the text, I also notice that there are other possibilities for understanding it. God begins this sequence of events by telling Moshe that he is about to take Israel's revenge. Some commentators notice that it's not literally revenge on the Midianites, but a correction of the harm caused by them. Moshe, on the other hand, tells the people that they are about to take God's revenge. It's Moshe who sends Pinchas to lead the army and kill Bilam. It's his command to kill the women and male children. You see, Moshe oversteps his mandate. So forget about hitting the rock as the reason. He's no longer an effective leader for God's people. Often leaders invoke God's will when inciting to horrific acts of revenge. The Torah here tells us otherwise, not in God's name. Shavua Tov from Schechter.